The language override screen inside Joomla allows you to overwrite or override some of the basic English language that's used throughout your website. You'll notice on this page we've got a couple of areas here. You've got installed site, installed admin, then you've got content. These are all different languages that are installed, administrative languages installed, content and whatnot. But on the override screen, you've got new up here in the top right, and you have options. Let's click on the options tab, and that'll bring up some basic permissions where you can set the permissions for the individual user groups for this component and who has access to it and whatnot. Down here at the bottom, it's going to start with a blank entries because we haven't created any overrides, and you'll be familiar by now. You should be familiar with this filter tag where you can filter through any existing content that's down here, any items in here. And then we've got the specific languages for the site that we're working with now. You've got you can sort this column. We can sort it by clicking on the column itself. But let's go implement an override that happens to be one of the most popular ones in Joomla 2.5, and that is when you're creating a piece of content that's not linked to an item and you publish it and you access it through your browser. You may see the word articles at the top of your page, and here's how to get rid of that. We're going to click new. We're going to create a new override, and we'll notice here we need to be accessing the English file inside the file structure here, and so this is kind of a little interface that you can use to do this. So we want to read this carefully. It says a language string is composed of two parts, a specific language constant and its value. For example, in this stream, content read more equals read more, as we're looking at here. Content read more is the constant and read more is the value. So read more is what gets published on the page. You have to use the specific language constant in order to create an override of the value. So this is the specific language constant. Therefore, you can search for the constant or the value you want to change with the search field below. By clicking on the desired result, the correct constant will automatically be inserted into the form. So let's do this. We happen to know that we want to be looking for J global underscore articles. This is actually a constant that we're looking for with the underscores. So we're actually going to tick constant here, and we're going to search for it. And it's going to return J global articles, and here's our word articles. So we need to click on that, and it automatically populates it. And we want to get rid of this word showing up on our pages. We can simply just delete it and leave it blank and hit save and close. And so now you'll notice that there's no text inside this constant because we deleted it. Had we filled something else in, we could have done that. This can also be used for SEO in a number of kind of pretty techie ways to create global instances of keywords around your website and whatnot, but we'll go into that in some other videos. And that's how you use this screen basically to create language overrides. Again, when you click new, you want to make sure you can search by this constant here, or you can search by the value. So if you see the text read more, you can do a little quick example. You see this text throughout your website. Let's search for the value in this instance. Hit search. It's going to tell us, okay, here's all the instances of the word read more that are used as kind of global instances throughout your website. And then you could click into one and change that text if you didn't want it to say read more. You could say learn more or what have you. So hope that was helpful, and that's how you use that screen.